Tonight, Sharon had a massive stroke. She can't walk and struggles to talk. So why does Centrelink say she doesn't qualify for disability support?
I just can't understand it. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Plus, a special Christmas surprise for a mum and her 12 kids who lost everything in a house fire. And Christmas cruise bonanza. Families spending the big day on the high seas. Our guide to the best deals.
It's magic. It really is magic.
Hello, I'm Cameron Williams. Welcome to A Current Affair. We'll have those stories soon. But first, the Centrelink decision that defies belief. The disability support pension is designed to help those most in need. Well, meet Sharon Farmer, who's struggling day to day after suffering a stroke. Sharon's been devastated by the news. She doesn't qualify for support. Ben McCormack has our story and joins me live. And Ben, this seems like a case of bureaucracy gone mad.
Indeed it is, Cam. Sharon Farmer can't walk, she can hardly talk, and she needs the help of a full-time carer. Yet Centrelink expects her to go out and find a job and work 15 hours a week. Well, tonight we take her case to Canberra and the minister responsible to try to get Sharon a fair go.
I can remember talking to the elders. That was it.
She can't walk by herself. She can't toilet herself. She can't wash herself. She can't get out of bed herself.
I can't move my legs. I can move, but I can't. I've got no coordination.
Are you able to work?
Never will be.
Sharon Farmer is doing it tough. Not only is she living with the devastating effects of a massive stroke, she's also the victim of a cruel decision by Centrelink.
I can't understand why they're saying no. She meets all the criteria. I just don't understand why.
Centrelink has told Sharon that she's not eligible for the disability support pension. Instead, they've forced her onto New Start, telling her she has to find a job and work 15 hours a week.
Could someone explain why she's not meeting the criteria, or where I find her a job?
Tonight we find out why this grandmother can't get the help she desperately needs, and we take her case directly to the minister responsible.
What the government's trying to do, Ben, is ensure that those who desperately need the assistance get it, and those who don't need assistance don't get it.
Bob and Sharon have been together for 34 years. He was a truck driver, she was a stay-at-home grandmother. The two are full-time carers for their grandchildren, Robert and Tyler. But their world was turned upside down on the 7th of March.
Giddy, dizzy, coming back and forth. Light, no light, light, no light. And just blank.
Sharon had suffered a major bleed to the brain. She was rushed to hospital where doctors told Bob she wouldn't survive.
First question out of his mouth when the doctors told us that she wasn't going to make it was, what's going to happen to us? And I said, nothing, we're still family, mate, we don't go nowhere.
Sorry.
And, yeah, we had to try and be strong for them.
But Sharon did survive, and after more than 70 days in intensive care and months more in rehab, she is finally home. But life will never be the same. Bob is now Sharon's full-time carer and receives a carer's pension. Without him, Sharon couldn't get out of bed, shower or toilet herself, or even feed herself. Do any of Sharon's doctors say that she can work?
No, there's not a doctor. Like, she's got a neurosurgeon, she's got a lung doctor, she's got eye doctor, she's got her own GP, she's got the physio doctors. There isn't a doctor that says Sharon will work again.
So why does Centrelink expect her to go out and work at least 15 hours a week and apply for jobs?
I don't understand.
In this report, which Centrelink has, one of Sharon's doctors says Mrs. Farmer has been incapable of performing any type of meaningful paid employment since the 7th of March. In my professional opinion, no significant improvement can reasonably be expected. She will remain dependent on able-bodied carers for the rest of her life. Is there any work that you can do?
Who's gonna hire me? I have no coordination in the arms. I can't use computers. I'm lost.
Make no mistake, Centrelink knows exactly what Sharon's current condition is. And they know that because her doctor has told them. Even so, a couple of days ago, they sent her this letter, officially telling her that her application for the disability support pension has been rejected. Why? Well, it all comes down to a technicality, because when Bob first applied for the pension, Sharon's condition wasn't considered permanent and she didn't have something called an impairment rating. If ever there was a case of bureaucratic nonsense, this is it. What sort of a difference will the disability pension make?
It makes a big difference to a lot of things, besides the fact that we have no money. I've got no money. I'm not going to say, call me off, sorry. But it makes a difference to things like the wheelchair, the walker, the toilet seat, the shower seat, all that.
Bob is currently borrowing all these things from the local hospital. He can't afford to get his own. And then there are all those added bills.
Sharon has to have thickened water. She can only have thickened fluids. She can't have normal drinking water or she'll choke. That's $110.40 a month. That one is for her sanitary products. That's $148.59 a month.
It's obviously been a tough fight. Have there been days when you felt like giving up?
Many a time. If it wasn't for the two children, I don't know that I'd still be. I don't know that I would have survived it.
There are times when you see a knockback and you say, perhaps the law has been applied, in this case strictly, but not in the full spirit of it. And in those cases, I will intervene and ask for a further review, and this was the case with Mrs. Farmer.
Stuart Robert is the Minister for Human Services. We contacted him about Sharon's situation, and he immediately ordered Centrelink to reconsider their decision.
That was done, the review was complete, and thankfully now Mrs. Farmer has been awarded her DSP.
Thank you, Centrelink, for giving them her pension to make her life and everyone in the household's lives much easier.
And it's going to make our life a lot easier and relieve stress off of our family.
110,000 people apply for the DSP every year. Most are knocked back.
Government coffers are finite, so if we're to provide the services that Australians desperately need, we need to make sure that people who don't need it aren't receiving it.
For Bob and Sharon, life will now be that little bit easier.
Just knowing that we're all right.
Yeah.
You know him, so.
Yeah, it's okay.
For the farmers, I think we've got a very good outcome. I think it's a just outcome, and I certainly wish them all the best.
Without a current affair, this wouldn't have happened.
So that's a big surprise. And thank you, Minister. To all of you, thank you very much.
We got the right result in the end. Sharon and Bob deserved a change of luck, and we are very grateful to the Minister for hearing us out. You're about to meet a family who lost